Hey everyone, Tyson the Subaru Specialist from Subaru Prince George here. This is our 2021 Subaru WRX Sport in the crystal white pearl. So Sport is our middle of the road trim, one above the base, one below the Sport Tech. So crystal white with those gray wheels. I really like the contrast myself. 2-liter turbocharged engine, phenomenal cars. They do require premium. I'm sure you can run it on lesser, but I wouldn't recommend it. So this one does have the Eyesight, so you get the backup sensors in the rear bumper, so it will apply the brakes if it thinks you're going to hit something at speeds of between 1 and 15 kilometers an hour in reverse. Keyless access to the trunk. I left it running, so I popped it prematurely there, just because you can't do it from the key fob when it's running, but an absolutely massive trunk. People don't expect there to be that much room in the back of a sports car, but it's practical and fun. Quad tips for the exhaust. You don't get quite as much rumble from the 2-liter as, say, the 2.5 in the STI. This would help if I actually unlocked it. But in the second row, there is room to fit up to 3 people across. If you only have 1 or 2, you get armrest with cup holders. Power windows, locks, mirrors, as you would expect. We've got some nice soft touch leather trim. The red stitching kind of continues throughout the cab. Power driver's seat with lumbar in the WRX Sport. The base does not come with that. On the side mirrors, you can see the little icon and it'll illuminate orange. That is your blind spot detection. And that just lets you know if someone's in your blind spot or going to be momentarily. Now on the steering wheel, it is kind of busy. Left-hand side, Bluetooth audio controls, make and take calls, control the volume that calls the music. These arrows in the set button change this small center display, time running versus distance traveled, speedometer, shows what drive mode you're in, because there's 3 different drive modes with the Sport Auto. Right hand side, we've got our adaptive cruise. So you can see there's 3 lines there, 2, 1. That's the follow distance behind the vehicle ahead of you that you'll follow if you catch up while using cruise. And that uses the 2 color stereo Eyesight cameras to do that. It is one of the best things ever for long distance trips. We also have lane centering, which I just turned on. That's right there. And above 60 kilometers an hour, it'll actually give you gentle steering input either way to keep you in the middle of your lane. I quite like it. Didn't think I would. Again, you're less fatigued at the end of a day of driving. So those 3 different drive modes I was talking about, you've got Intelligent, Sport, and Sport Sharp. So you can see down in the middle, there's a P for Park. Right to the right of it, it says I for Intelligent. Then S for Sport, and you can see the yellow line got a little sharper there. It's not going to let me go into Sport Sharp because it's not warm enough, but that essentially changes the torque curve to the most left and most straight up mode. Yeah. So it won't do it if the engine's not warm enough, which is handy. You don't wreck anything. Little information screen up here you can toggle through with this, but boost gauge, you can change your settings, date, time, fuel economy, all the important things. I like the boost gauge myself. It's just kind of fuzzy right now because we leave the plastic on it. You can see on the top right there above the airbag light, it's there. We want to protect the screens until people take ownership. It's also where our climate control displays ranges from 18 on the low side all the way up to 32, freezing to tropical. AM, FM, CD, satellite radio. Yes, we still have a CD player right there. It is all touchscreen, or we have the physical buttons to each side. We've got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Again, we leave the plastic on here so no one marks it up, wrecks it. Put it in reverse. Backup camera pops up. You can see up top here, RAB, rear assist braking. Parking sensors are on. Climate controls are adjusted from here. All of the temperature, fan strength, mode is where the airflow is coming from. It is the CVT automatic. It is the high torque. I know lots of people aren't going to like it because it's not a manual, but the automatic is fun to drive. You can be quote unquote lazy on your drive to work, drink your coffee, you don't have to worry about shifting. It's nice. You get a car with decent power and you don't have to worry about a 6-speed. We've got our electronic parking brake. Auto vehicle holds a brake holder for drive-throughs, construction traffic, rush hour traffic in a place that isn't Prince George. Heated seats, high and low for the driver and passenger. USBs and auxiliary in the center console there. And the Sport does come with the tilt and slide sunroof, manual shade on it. So that's a brief overview of the 2021 Subaru WRX Sport with Eyesight. I'm Tyson, the Subaru Specialist. Talk to you guys soon.